few weeks ago, we made a video covering all the overrated things going on in Denver, Colorado, and this video is the yin to that yang. We are covering the underrated aspects of Denver, Colorado that you don't even realize until you lived out here for a while. So, stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Sean Murphy, and on this channel we make videos about what it's like to live in Denver, Colorado. So if you're into that, you want to learn more, stay tuned. In this video, let me bring on Matty Marinick up here. Come on up. We love him for his wisdom. We love him for his beautiful opinions. This is my business partner, and are you ready to get into this list?
Let's do it!
All right, first thing, Matt, I gotta get this one off my chest. Because if I don't talk about this out the gate, it's gonna be bugging me. It's gonna be like itching and rashy, and it's gonna bother me like a bug bite you get on your ankles around the campfire. Talk about bugs, people, or the lack thereof. Because one big underrated, one of my favorite and most underrated things about Denver, Colorado, lack of bugs. We don't have a lot of them. Mosquitoes in particular, because we like to camp and go outdoors.
Yep.
And that's where you feel it the most.
I hate bugs.
Since it's like a high montane desert up here, it's not too moist, not too damp, and you don't get a lot of those bugs. Speaking of dampness too, like going out and going camping, since there's not a lot of moisture, there's not a lot of condensation on the ground, your tent can dry up pretty quickly, where sometimes it's like you gotta let it out, sit in the sun until like noon. So that's cool. All right, our next underrated aspect of Colorado is actually kind of like, we're gonna give you a 3-for-1, because it's all about how Denver is consistently rated one of the most health conscious, healthiest states in America. And I'm saying it's underrated. You hear about it, but you don't really realize how great it is until you're out here. First, let's break it up and just talk about the naturally beautiful people out here. And I don't find it intimidating. I find it inspirational. There's so many yoga studios, like CrossFit, climbing gyms,
bike riders.
Biking is big out here. All the outdoor activities. There's a little bit of everything from everyone. Rollerblading, anything that you want to do. But it's outdoorsy, it's fun, you're getting after it, and just naturally people shed the pounds, they look toned. That's why I say the naturally beautiful. It's like they've been working their bodies the right way, so they look like slender and toned and beautiful.
Functional in shape people.
Right, yeah. So people take care of themselves. Not a lot of people that are just mashing hot dogs, you know?
Oh, I love hot dogs. Speaking of hot dogs, it's a good transition to our next topic. Is Denver is a dog-friendly city. There's dogs everywhere. People walking them all the time. And a lot of other places, dogs are liked, but here they're yeah, bring them in. A lot of employees will be like, hey, can I give your dog a treat? And they're thrilled when you're walking through with your dog.
I was gonna say what we say, dogs are permitted back home, but here dogs are welcome. They're bring your dog. Why wouldn't you? It's really great, and studies have found that dog owners tend to be healthier, happier people. So it also goes along, if you live here, having all these furry companions walking on the street that you can say hi to, it puts you in a better mood.
Totally.
So you're gonna have a lot of healthy dog options as you're walking the streets, dogs to pet. And you're also going to have a lot of healthy food options that are easily graspable, which is our next underrated aspect of Colorado. It's really easy to eat healthy. And if you have a particular restriction or dietary need, most places can accommodate you here.
If you're vegan, pescatarian, meat eater, whatever, every menu is going to have an option for no matter what your dietary restriction is, whether you don't want carbs or whether you want to substitute a hot wing for a cauliflower wing or a seitan wing, or they're accommodating.
Yeah, and they usually lean towards healthy options.
Right.
Even a bar will usually have something that's you're not gonna hate yourself. So that's good. So if you're eating healthy, you have to be petting the dogs, you're gonna have a healthier, happier life ahead of you. And with a future so bright, you're gonna wanna wear shades.
If you're wearing those shades, you're gonna see clearly that We love making these videos, so appreciate us appreciating you. Give us a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you're notified each time we put out a new video. Another underrated thing about Denver is very welcoming to newcomers. So like, we're both not from here, and a ton of people we know aren't from here. I think that's why people are so welcoming. Like I know Seattle is tough for like, what do they call that? Seattle
freeze.
Yeah, but we're here. We're all from somewhere else, so we're not like, oh, you're not a local?
Yeah, it's not no one's from here, and so they all remember what it's like not to be from here, and so like, oh, sweet, where are you from? Cool. Well, you should check out this place, you gotta check out that place.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to get like recommendations of how to bounce around places and meet new friends because you're unfortunately not that special if you moved here from another area because there's so many people who do the exact same thing.
All of us at one time didn't have any friends here, and if you're looking to move here, we'll be your friend. Call us.
We will be your friends. You'll love us. And so you underrated. You won't appreciate that until you come out there and you're like, huh, you guys are pretty fucking cool out here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of like, you call home, mom says, how is it?
You say, stop calling me, mom!
Yeah.
What do you want? And like if you're a hobbyist or outdoorsist, like we said, biking, CrossFit gyms, yoga studios, climbing gyms, like paintball, like whatever. There's enough people from other places that have these other habits that like you could find your weird wherever your weird may lay. So bring it on.
You're right. Whether you're into music, like you said, paintball, whether you're into joinmeetup.com, there's a group for everyone.
Next one, I'm still trying to sell Matt on this one. I don't know if he loves it as much, but I say underrating is driving in the mountains when it's like dusk or dawn. There's not a lot of traffic on the road, and the sun is just hitting the mountains, and it's peaceful, and you open the windows, and just like, yeah, this is what I came out here for. Underrated. I love it. It's freaking amazing.
I don't like morning. That's why I don't care about the morning.
Okay. Alright,
I'll meet you in the evening.
But you get what I'm coming
from. But I see it.
But what is funny is pretty much our whole freaking city. I'm going to give our next underrated item, I'm going to give it to Comedy 103.1, the radio station. I like channel Comedy 103.1. It's a radio station, and if you just like to get a quick giggle in, you ain't gotta go too far. They typically do like a quick 5-minute set or something from a comedian, and they bounce around all different types of comedians, old comedians, newer comedians, from like Sid Bad to Andrew Schultz. And so it's really good if you just want a little bit of variety, and then you'll hear people, you're like, oh, that guy's pretty freaking funny, or that girl is hilarious. And you look them up and you find that they are playing downtown at
Comedy Works.
We love us some Comedy
Works. Comedy Works is a huge stop for all these super famous people. Actually, Dave Chappelle comes here all the time just to practice. Denver's got a sick comedy scene if you're into comedy. Yeah, it's the semi-pros here with the pros coming through.
The last underrated aspect of Denver, Colorado is just like how we handle the snow and the fact that they get the stuff off the streets fairly quickly, and they don't use a ton of salt, so you don't get like that East Coast rust under your car, which is sweet. But our snow is more fun. It's lighter. It's fluffier.
You can snowboard in it.
Yeah, you can snowboard in it. You can not have to scrape off hard ice in the morning because it's just, like I said, lighter and easier to manage. And normally, if you're driving in a car, as long as you can get to a like kind of a main street off the suburban streets, you'll be fine. So that is it. We are realtors here in the greater Denver metro area and up in the mountains. So if you are trying to find a super sweet spot to live out here, we would love to help you, right, Matt?
We'd love to. And underrated realtors in Denver, Colorado, give us a call. We're the best.
Are you saying we're underrated? That's cute. That's a good way to bring it all home. So give us some love, give us a like, give us a call, and we love to start that conversation with you, just point you in the right direction. But until you're ready to do that, go check out one of our other videos. Bye. Love you guys.